In today's video, we're going to be going over the fastest, easiest way to complete the missions, the 6 missions for the San Andreas Mercenaries. Now, if there's one mission in particular that you're struggling with, it will be in the timestamps down below so you can go 1 through 6 of all the missions. And we're just going to be going through them all together. It's going to be a live commentary. I'm going to be doing them with you as I go, so you can just see how I react to whatever the game throws at me. But I hope this helps you guys out, so let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. So, to start off, all you're going to need is obviously an Avenger. This is the thing that's going to hold your command center, which you do need to purchase in order to be able to do the San Andreas Mercenary missions. I would also recommend definitely put it on the missiles and fully upgrading this thing if you have the cash available. It's definitely going to make your life a lot easier. All right, let's get inside. If you're on console for this, by the way, make sure you go to your career tab, as you can see on here, because there will be things for you to unlock this additional. Unfortunately, this is not on PC, so that kind of sucks. But if you're on console, go through this first and see exactly what you need to do in order to unlock these things. Well, here we go. Project Overthrow. We're going to go through all of these, like I said, step by step. It is going to be live commentary. I may fast forward parts that just aren't important. Like if I'm just traveling, instead of just seeing me fly in a helicopter for a while, I'll just speed that up. But all the important parts and the things that you're going to want to do, I will be showing you. Don't you worry about it. And as I said, if you're on console and you have the career tracker, take a look at that, see what it is you need to do. And you'll be able to unlock some better things. And also, once we complete the third one, you'll be able to get the trade price for the new F-160 jet. So if you haven't purchased it already, don't until you complete this mission. And you're going to save about 1.5 million. All right, let's start this thing up. So first of all, like a lot of these missions, just like the Los Santos drug wars, when you do them in hard mode, you're going to get benefits from that. So if we switch to hard mode right here, you can see we are getting 1.5 times money and RP. So that's always a bonus. But you're also going to unlock some better things, and as it progresses, you're going to get outfits and all of that good stuff. So we're going to be doing it here together on hard mode. I would also recommend going to your agency, filling up on all of your armor and snacks before all of these, because you never know. But that's it. So let's go ahead, confirm this, and start this thing up. I'm going to say matchmaking closed. I'm going to be doing all of these solo. Like I'm sure a lot of people, you don't have time to jump in with friends. Maybe you have a different schedule. Maybe you don't trust randoms. These are made, obviously, they're a little bit more difficult, especially in hard mode. They are made for multiple people, but we're going to be doing solo here today. So let's go ahead and play it. You sure you want to launch this job on your own? Sure am. All right, mission, reporting for duty. Look at my outfit, looking slick here today. So, if you're used to flying helicopters like the Sparrow, the Buzzard, you should be a little bit better at this, especially if you put it into VTOL mode. This obviously does have the missiles on the bottom now, how you can use the remote-controlled missiles. The only problem with that is you're probably going to take damage while you're walking over there, logging into the thing. Obviously, it's nice and easy to shoot. If you have a second person doing it with you, put those on that. But I wouldn't do it. If you're doing it solo, I wouldn't do it with that. All right, let's just speed this part up a little bit because you're going to have the same prompt that I do. Okay, here we go. So like I say, I would always recommend you get the rocket launchers, the homing missiles. So let's go ahead and speed this part up here a little bit. All right, so we're almost there, coming up to it right now. If you do hold down right on your D-pad, you'll see the bomb bay doors will open up. But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be keeping this on the homing missiles. As soon as we get a little bit closer here, what we're going to do is I'm going to switch into right here. And then we're literally, as if we're flying, I don't know, like a bloody buzzard or something. We're just going to start taking these guys out. We're just going to spin around them and just take out absolutely everyone. Get here, where do you think you're going? You can see all of these things on the ground. We're just taking them all out. It's really not that difficult at all. We're just going to make sure we're keeping moving here so we don't get hit by any of these stray missiles. There's one of them right down there. Let's hope we can get him. All right, next one, you. Oh, okay. Where are the big bad boys? There he is, down there. Let's make sure we're taking these out. These missions are actually really fun. They are fun. But as you can see, they're not very... I mean, I feel like because we're not used to it, it just seems like it's more difficult than it is, but it's really not too bad. All right, come here, you. Now, when the helicopter's coming at you, you should have a good chance of hitting him right there. Oh, I think he's a little too close. Okay, there we go. Sucker. All right, let's spin this thing around. Come on. One more. There he is. All right, I think it's hidden just beneath me there. All right, I think We do have one that's right beneath me. Right there that I need to spin around here to make sure I can get. Let's take out him. All right. Let's go back here a little bit just so I can take out this one that's beneath me. Yeah. Can I hit it from there? No, of course not. All right. There is another helicopter coming. Make sure we take him out while he's coming towards us. He's just out of my reach. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. 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 It's okay. We recover from those. Obviously, if you try to take minimal damage, that wasn't the perfect maneuver, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, so now what we're going to do, let's spin this thing back around here. We're going to take out, there should be 4 more trailers. You can see them on the mini-map right there. Let's just take these things out real quick. Come on. 1 more left right there. Let's spin this thing around. We should have 2 more. I think it's locked onto something. No, it hasn't. They're right beneath me. All right, there's one. Or is that just a guy? Just a little regular old guy. Take out a few more of these guys that are just chilling on the ground here. Okay. All right, now we're just going to land right down in here. Grab this vehicle from the container. And then we're just going to fly on out of here. Let's speed this part up here just a little bit. All right, let's make sure I'm armed. Don't need anything too special. These guys aren't crazy. I mean, they are pretty powerful, to be fair. But where is this guy? I think he's in the container. There we go. Sorry, sir. Sorry. All right, let's get this thing done. All right, and keep in mind, we are in hard mode as well. All right, come on. All right, now we're just going to drive this thing around here. And like I said, keep in mind, we're in hard mode. And as you can see, I'm trying to do it slowly. All right, come on. There we go. I'm trying to take my time and show you what I'm doing. I did make a little mistake there of almost crashing. But we're okay. We're okay. All right, let's grab some ammo. Deliver the drogue. What am I walking into here? Bloody stripper pole. Okay. All right. Now we just need to get out of here. Let's go ahead, spin this thing around. We can take out this chopper if we're close. There we go, because we don't want this thing chasing us. Nice. Okay. Let's spin these around. Let's put our wheels up, and let's get out of here. So as you can see, not too bad. As far as I'm not on console. So as far as the taking damage is concerned. All right, hopefully these guys are a little too far behind us, and we're not going to have to turn around for these guys. I don't think we are. But as far as taking damage is concerned for the console, for the career path, we've taken a teeny bit of damage. I haven't put on any armor. I haven't put on or eaten any snacks. As far as my ship is concerned, we took a few bullets, but not really any missiles or anything like that. So we're actually perfect. So let's speed this thing up here a little bit. All right, as soon as we get close, we're going to spin this thing back around into VTOL. Make sure we don't crash here. And then we're going to be dropping this down just the same as when you do the aircraft carrier mission. This is their little base right down here where you drop off the vehicles. So let's go ahead and drop this thing down right here. All right, perfect. And then all you need to do is back this thing up and take it right into the building that we just landed next to. All right, let's just back this thing up. And that's it. And this has taken almost no time at all. And like I say, that was in hard mode. And hopefully that helped. So we're just going to drop this thing off right here. We're going to go inside, have a little chat, and then we are done. So if you're just starting out this and you're seeing the prices you get for this, it is definitely 100% underpaid. I actually think that Rockstar is going to increase the price for this thing. I'm sure in like a week from now, this is going to be double pay. It's just, they did the same thing with the Acid Lab stuff as well, you know what I mean? But I think they will have double pay and stuff like that, but I don't know. We'll see what the replayability is. We'll see how much money the double pay or triple pay is going to be worth. But I think doing it once in hard mode, you should be good to go. All right. So now we're just going to go in here, go to services, Avenger, request Avenger. It said it was destroyed. I don't know how it was destroyed, but I can actually see it on my minimap now, so that doesn't make sense. It said it was destroyed, and then it said you have to wait 2 minutes for it, and then it just showed up on my minimap, so go figure. All right, so here we are. Now let's start up our second mission. All right, here we go. Mission falling in. Look how beautiful that sky looks, man. So I like doing my missions or my videos in the daytime, but during these type of missions, they only make it during what time of day they want it to be. So Go figure. So for this mission, it's actually fairly simple, even in hard mode. I've seen a few videos that make it way more difficult than it needs to be. So I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible for you guys. So obviously you can see right here, we have 2 locations we need to go to. We have the, what's this called? The Alamo Sea. And then the one on the other side is the Atlantic Ocean. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fast forward here until we get over to this first one in the Alamo Sea. And then we're just going to hover right above it. So let's get there. All right, so we're just going to go up here a little bit, a little higher. As soon as we get over the ocean here. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and put this right here. Let's go back a little bit. I don't want to go too far away. So let's actually turn this way because I want to be closer actually to this side over here. So let's just speed this up here a little bit. Okay, this should be good right here. So if you go into services now and then go to Avenger, you can engage autopilot. That's the way where you can go into the back of the vehicle. All right, once back here, go ahead and take a seat. And we're going to be looking for the cargo. We're going to be looking for the cargo. And we're also going to be looking to see if we can take out anything that's just like straggling around underneath us. Okay, cargo's been located. There we go.
You see it down there?
I do see it down there. Thank you. Okay, now we have this handy-dandy thing that comes with the Avenger. So we're just going to jump in here real quick. Now we're just going to go as low down here as possible. All right, let's take out this little guy. Then we're just going to go for a little swim. I probably should take those guys out that are next to me on land first, but it's okay. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right, and the cargo should be right here. And I think it does move. It's always going to be in like that location, but it does move around, just FYI. I knew I should have took these guys out before. It's okay. If I was you, I'd just take these guys out first. Just take them out first. All right, let's make sure we take out this guy. Which, of course, we don't take him out. I freaking hate it when these buzzards, man. Look at that. Go straight through the buzzard. I'm trying to make this a simple video. Oh, my God. How annoying was that? All right. And we got our handy-dandy new weapon here, which is a great little gun. All right, sir. Can you come from behind there, please? I don't know what you're doing. Where are you? You still there? No, you're not. All right. Look at all those bullet holes in my back because of that bloody buzzard, man. All right. Now we're just going to go up to our, what should we call it? Avenger, which is right there chilling in the sky. Hopefully that guy that's right next to us, that red dot, doesn't start shooting at us. If I was going to do this again just to explain to you guys how to do it, don't take the thruster. In all honesty, you could have just took out those people that was right next to us, landed your thruster on the beach right here, or sorry, the Avenger on the beach, and you wouldn't have had to do this. All right, and back in we go. All right, where is our cockpit? Go this way, please. All right, so first things first, we need to go back to services, Avenger, disable, and then go ahead and get out of here. Move on to the next one. All right, so for this one, we're just going to switch into our VTOL mode because there is a lot of helicopters and things we're going to have to take out here first. So let's spin this thing around and make sure we got a good angle. We're probably going to land on this island that's right there in front of me. But we do want to take out these helicopters and things first. So let's just speed this part up. Let's get a little closer. Where's this bloody helicopter? There you are, sir. A little close for comfort. There we go. Tuck him out. Where's this boat in the bloody water? You're a pain in the butt cheeks. I'll tell you that much for free. Like, gonna hit him or do I have to send in another one? There we go. I think that's it. Let's just make sure. Let's double check. Make sure no one else is coming. Who are you locking onto? Take him out too. And pop. Anyone else? All right, there goes the second one. Let's just wait here a second. Again, we're not in any rush. Let's just make sure. I can hear something. All right, let's go into services. Let's go back into engage autopilot. Let's go for a search. All right, that's definitely it right there. Excuse me, sir. Do you mind? Are you above me or below me? Really? Come on, come down a little bit. Come down a little bit. You're not going to be sitting right there, surely. All right, we've switched turret. There we go. Let's just sit here for a second. See if we can take out this guy. Don't you try and get higher up than me, my guy. You can see a bad guy down here too. Sure, to take them out. So we found the crate. Let's just make sure our chances of survival here are better. Oh, another helicopter coming. He's gonna. Oh, is that a boat down there? Don't think so. Another chopper. Bang. Get out of there. Anyone else want to come play? Another little chopper coming in. And by little, I just mean the annoying bloody buzzards that you can't shoot with a bloody railgun these days. All right, another Canada. There we go. Just gotta lead the shot. Lead the shot. All right, so these guys are gonna keep spawning like any other bloody mission they do. Sometimes in some missions though, they just do like 3 rounds and then they're gone. But for this one, they're gonna keep coming. So we're actually gonna go down here a little bit. So let's go to services, Avenger, disengage that. Let's put our wheels down. Usually, like I say, you could just use your thruster if you want, but we're just gonna actually see if we can land right on this, either on this island, maybe, or on the back. You know what? We'll go on the back of this thing. Be a little bit easier for ourselves. All right, there we go. All right, and as you can see, it's right there. So let's just go ahead and jump in and grab it, and then we just come back up these little steps, and it's that bloody easy. So it would seem, this part at least, just keep in mind that you can get rid of them all. Oh, there is one more plane coming now. Of course I say that and then another helicopter comes, but we'll take him out pretty easily. But you can see out of the ones we took out, no one was here when we were going down there. So that's good. Let's just take out this little guy anyway, just for being annoying. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, and just like that, let's go ahead and switch this up, speed it up a little bit, and drop off the cargo. All right, and here we are. Let's switch into VTOL. Let's spin this thing around and just land it down nicely right here. And perfect. Now what we gotta do? Drop it off. There you go. Mission passed. And again, the money is nowhere near what it should be. This should be like 100k per mission, in my opinion. I mean, getting 600k for all of these still isn't enough. It should be like 150 to 200k per mission, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so next up after that one, you're probably like me gonna need some food here and some armor. So make sure you just go to your agency if you have one, or go to an ammunition or wherever you can get it from. And now don't forget, if you go to like heavy armor, you can do buy all. So you can select that and it'll do all of them at once. All right, let's get back to the Avenger. All right, guys, it is time for the third mission, which is arguably, from what I've heard, the most difficult. So let's walk you through this one. All right, we're going to be doing this in hard mode as well. We're going to go to confirm settings. Matchmaking closed. Let's jump into it. Mission on parade. All right, let's do this thing. So first things first, we're going to have to go pick up our jet, which should be this one right here. Let's speed this up a little bit. All right, now keep in mind, once you complete this mission, you will be able to get this at the trade price, which is 1.5 million less than regular. So I would definitely recommend doing this before you do any of the purchasing of the F-160. All right, let's go. All right, so we have gone ahead and activated stealth mode, which is right on your D-pad. So let's just go ahead and fly through here real quick. There we go. All right. Now, I don't know how loud this guy is talking over me, so hopefully it's not too loud. All right, let's speed this up here a little bit. We can take off stealth mode right now. All right, so now it's asking us to do 15 maneuvers. So all we're going to do is just start doing this. Make sure you're not going down to the ground. All right, hopefully that did not give you guys a headache. Made you a little dizzy, but I got one more to do. Let's do it. There we go. All right, so for next up, for this training right here, you have to shoot the targets, right? You'll see the targets, I think, okay, right here. So for these, all you actually need to do is take out one of them. Like, that's it. We've got 3 scored. You can take out that one, and you can land. You can actually just go to the airfield and land this thing and wait the 2.5 minutes or the 3 minutes to go down. But if you want to practice, I would recommend definitely, since you're going to be getting into a big gunfight right now, you may as well just fly around and try these targets. You know what I mean? All right, there we go. Training pass. Score 81. Oh, my God. Almost hit the ground there. All right, let's spin this thing around. So any second now is when the hard part should start. This is the part. We do have a checkpoint here, though. So even if you die, you'll start it over again from this moment. So you don't need to worry about it. But if you're doing it in hard mode, I'm not sure if that happens. But we'll figure it out. Okay, there we go. So we got the helicopters. So what I would recommend is obviously going into VTOL right here. Now, let's make sure that these things don't hit us, though, because we don't want to take any damage. All right, so getting behind them, obviously, is going to be the easiest thing. If you've flown a buzzard, you know how this works. All right, there we go. So now let's speed this up here a little bit. There's going to be a couple more just over here. But these ones, as you can see, they're not really moving. So we're just going to get a little bit closer. Because if you get too close, they're most likely going to start moving. Just like typical missions like this. Like when they're hovering over the water and stuff like that. They always sit like this. As soon as you get close, too close, they'll start attacking. So you can see we've got one lock. We'll move to the other one. One lock. And then that should be both of these guys done. There we go. Now we got some fighter jets. So let's go ahead and switch. Now, if you've done any of the hangar missions, you know that the only way to take out these fighter jets is to let them pass you. So we're going to let these guys pass. Then we're going to flip around here. Right behind them. And then, boom. You need to shoot these guys from behind. If you hear the lock-on, don't worry about it. We're maneuverable. All right, I'm behind. All right, that one wasn't behind, so that's going to definitely miss. This one should be right behind him. Go on, take him out. Oh, there we go. All right, let's continue on here. Where are they? Okay, so you can see that the Avengers are coming, but we're going to ignore... Okay, they've crashed. So now what's going to happen? We have to take out these Avengers, right? So the easiest way that I've seen to do this is you can either go to the windmills that are right over there and hover around in them, or you can just go into the city, because the Avengers just suck. They suck at tracing, like, your movements. They suck at going through buildings, going through windmills, all of that stuff. So if you just go full speed ahead until you get over to the city right here, they should crash, because they're useless. If they don't, they'll most likely crash when they get to the city. So we're just going to come close here, and then we're going to go into VTOL. And then we're just going to hang out right here for just a second. Make sure we're... Let's actually go down a little bit lower here. Get right beneath this right here. So we're just going to sit right here for a second. Now, this should make us just hover if we wait. There you go. Now, if we go to our map, you can see that they're up here. They're not really moving, though. So we're just going to wait here for a second. There's one of them gone, as you just saw, vanished off the radar. And if you look down there, now we only have one enemy Avenger. It's on the bottom right. We had two. You got to wait for their health bar to go all the way down. If you try fighting these, it is incredibly difficult. Not worth it. Just do this. The other one isn't really moving, so I'm guessing that that guy is probably stuck somewhere. So let's see if we can get a little bit closer and have him come back over towards us. So for you, most likely at this point, both of them are blown up. But for me, this one in particular, he got stuck like right over here and then didn't move. And now he's got stuck right over here and he's not moving. So this one's kind of annoying. But for you, they should have gone. But we're going to try this, bring him over once again. We're just going to go on over to this location. Is he moving yet? Let's have a look. Okay, now he's dead. So it's that easy. Okay, now we just got 2 more left to do. Let's fly on over to them. All right, and this is 2 sitting helicopters as well. They don't seem to be moving. So let's go ahead and lock onto these guys. Just get a little bit closer. There we go. That's close enough. 1 and 2. There you go. Both dead. Now that's it. Super simple. Super easy. Now we just need to head on back over to our hangar. All right, and here we are. We are back going to VTOL. And we should be able to just land it. You know what? Because we're good, we're going to just pick it, drop it off where we picked it up. You know what I mean? I think it was this spot right here. Let's go ahead and land it. Let's make sure. Actually, no, didn't mean to do that. I was trying to... Okay, we're done anyway. I was trying to put my bloody landing gear down, but we're done. There we go. Again, not a lot of money. I think 150k per mission of these, it should be the base limit, not 20k. 6 kills? We did way more than 6 kills, surely, but you know what? Okay, whatever. All right, so here we are for mission 4, breaking ranks. So we're going to be doing this in hard mode also. Let's make sure we just have some armor, make sure we have some heavy armor, make sure ammo is what I was trying to say there. Closed and play. Yes, we're doing it solo. All right, so here we go. Mission breaking ranks. Now this one, you have multiple ways you can do it. You can either go in guns a-blazing, or you can go in stealthy. Now, either way doesn't make much difference. Obviously, just one's guns a-blazing and one's stealthy. But since you're doing it in hard mode, or if you are doing it in hard mode like me, you may as well just try and do it stealthy. It'll just make your life a little bit easier, less chance of you being killed. So, let's speed this part up until we get to Mackenzie Airfield. We were just a little shy. What? I didn't even get out of it. Whatever, we're here. I thought that was just a flawless landing, if you ask me, but it's fine. Okay, so now we need to head over to the Merryweather warehouse so we can grab one of these right here. And since we're doing it stealthy, you got to make sure we're doing it with a gun with a silencer on it. All right, so here we are. So my gun of choice is actually going to be this right here, the Tactical SMG. This is the new one. I actually really love this. If you don't know where to get the new one, you get it from the gun van. So if you want to get it, gun van is going to be your best friend. All right, so we've taken him out. Let's go ahead and take out this guy here also. Oh, he almost walked around that bloody corner. Almost. All right, one more guy here. And like I say, we're doing this stealthy. So I'm actually going to take out these 2 guys that are back to back. I've done the Cayo Perico heist, killing all the guards. Without sounding the alarm, so this should be a walk in the park for us, but you guys know what it's like when you have 2 guys back to back like this. It can be quite painful. We got him. So now this guy down here, we'll take him out next. Let's wait for him to get a little bit of a walk on though. There we go. Now you can see there's multiple guys right here, so we need to make sure that these guys aren't looking at each other in order to make sure they don't trigger the alarm here. Now, there was one on the radar that was just there that's vanished. So we're going to have to see where he's going to be, because if they see a dead body, it will trigger the alarm. So we'll take out this guy here first, since no one's looking at him. Now, there's going to be 3 guys over here. So let's actually go this way, up onto here. You know what? The other guys walked away. So now we should be able to take out these 2 guards without any issues. But there is him. He just appears, by the way. He literally doesn't even show up anywhere. Okay, now we got 2 guards right. Where are you not even showing up on the map? See how annoying that is? We got a guy that wasn't even showing up on the map. I 100% could have lost my... lost the stealth there, because that one guy just didn't show up. All right, this guy's going on a little walkabout, though, so let's get him. All right, there we go. All of them down in stealth mode. So now the only difference is if you do it guns a-blazing, like if you take them all out with your Avenger, when you come in here, they're all going to be ready and shooting at you. But when you do it in stealth mode, they're going to be stealthy as well.
Okay, now remember, they're relocating, so the
All right. So it should be fairly simple. Look at this guy not even showing up either.
They still have no idea what's going on.
That guy definitely just looked at us, but it's okay. All right. Now there's 2 guys inside and 1 guy over here. So we'll take out this 1 guy first. And then let's make sure we get a good view on these 2. There we go. Okay. Now search the warehouse so we can see there's 1 right there. 1 right over here. Keep in mind, this is hard mode. And now we just need to deliver the crates. So for this part, it's going to seem like you're going to be able to just grab this and drive on over to your Avenger. But your Avenger is actually going to blow up. And that's just going to happen. All right, there you go. That was interesting. Not sure what happened there, but okay, that's fine. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, so now it's going to look like you're going back to your Avenger, right? You can see it over there. As soon as we get close, it's just simply not going to be there anymore. It's just simply going to blow up. So you'll see right here, as soon as we get over, boom. You see that? Blown the hell up. So we're just going to ride on out of here. Ignore all these people chasing us, to be honest with you. And we're just going to drive on straight back to the city. So if you follow the yellow marker, obviously that's going to take you... Oops. That's going to take... Oh, God. Can we move out of my way? That would be great. If you follow the yellow marker, it's going to take you all through the back roads, and it's just going to be a pain. You're going to get people shooting at you on all the back roads. It's just going to be annoying as hell. What the bloody hell was that? I think it's the... I think it's the... yeah, it is. The jet chasing us. It's fine. We're not going to worry about that jet. We're going to go straight up onto the freeway right here. So excuse me. Excuse me. And there we go. Now we're on the freeway. If you take, like I say, if you follow the way it tells you to do right off the bat, it's going to take you through the mountains. And you're just going to be way too many people. You get over here onto the freeway, you should be good to go. So let's just drive on over to the lockup. That bloody lock-on was the most annoying thing that could have happened. The game automatically... We need to stay at a certain speed, otherwise we're going to die. And this lock-on won't stop locking on. Jesus. That was really frustrating. You got to stay at a certain speed. And as soon as he started coming in, if you, like, it just locked onto his helicopter. And it wouldn't let me look at anything else. That was annoying. But anyway, let's speed through this. So as you can see at this point, there's like 1 roadblock. We'll probably have another one up here. But the whole point in this is you got to stay at a certain speed. So if you're driving through the canyons and you have roadblocks, it's going to be very difficult. But obviously on the freeway right here, it makes your life so much easier. All right, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen, pulling up, and that's it. Complete. 19,200. Again, nothing to write home about. They really need to fix that. All right, here we go for mission number 5, Unconventional Warfare. Now, for this one, let's make sure, again, it's on hard mode. Got ammo, purchase some armor. We're going to do this close because we're doing it solo. Now, for some reason, at this one at the beginning, you have this pointless bit. It kicks you out of the Avenger just to watch this guy coming in on his motorcycle. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So we just got to wait for him to come inside. But while we're waiting, if you come over here, you can grab yourself some snacks if you need it. If you need some armor, there's some armor right here. And then right over here is the parachutes, which we're going to pick up. It's going to prompt us to pick those up as soon as we get to the location that we're going to. So he's going to fly us there right now. So let's speed this part up a little bit until we get to the location. All right, there we go. There's the prompt for the parachutes. Let's pick that up. And there you go. Now we have been prompted to jump on out. So we're actually going to try and do this as stealthy as possible. I don't even know if it's possible to get out of here without being detected. But we're going to attempt it here today. We should be able to at least get to where we're going without being detected here. But we are going to attempt to do it completely stealthy. My only fear is once you pick him up, he runs around like a chicken with his head cut off. So I think we're going to get detected either way. But we're going to try to get out of here without raising any alarms. We'll see what happens here. So as soon as we land, we'll go right in here. Let's land on the roof of this car, sure. Okay. Now, there's 3 people we're going to be taking out. Actually, no, 4. We're going to be using this, our tactical SMG, once more. Take out him. Take out him. And then on our mini-map, let's have a look here. Usually there's a guy that is walking down here, but I don't see him right now. Actually, he is coming. So see this guy right here. So if I would have took out this guy that I was about to take out, he would have seen the body before I could get to him, and it would have triggered the alarm right there already. So we've got to wait for him to come down. We'll take him out when he gets to this yellow dot, and then take out the guy behind him immediately. Okay, this is perfect. So let's take out him and take out... Oop. This guy took a few shots, didn't he? I missed his head. And then we got to run and go back in this door, because there is another guy walking down here, but we should be able to get all of this hack done before he gets there. But there's a guy, if you see on the mini-map, he's walking... I think he's going to come this way, but it doesn't matter. We'll be in there before he gets here. Just like that. Perfect. All right, here we go. Like I say, we're going to try and do this stealthy. Let's see how we do here. So, just like the Cayo Perico, if they see dead bodies, they will trigger the alarm. So, we're going to wait for this guy to walk past. Right there. I'm just going to run straight past him down here. And then we're going to take... Actually, yeah, right here. And I think... Yeah, no, not that one. It's this one we're going to go inside. We're just going to run all the way down here. Then we're going to go to the right and go into this one. And then this is the one that's going to take us basically all the way down. Now, you can see on this one, it looks like there's a guy looking this way. But we should be able to run straight past him. Just like you saw right there. Okay, now we're going to run straight down here. All the way down. Straight through here, straight through here. And I think there's one other place... where it looks like a guard's looking. See right here? Okay, so there is a guard. Definitely. Okay, he just turned around. So we should be able to run out here. There we go. And then the same thing for this one. We should be able to run to the side. Okay, so this is actually the location here. So if we look at our mini-map, let's make sure it doesn't look like there's any guards coming. So I should be able to take him out. And then take him out. Okay. So I'm going to take him out. And I'm going to take him out. Just because this guy runs around like a chicken with his head cut off. So you come this way with me. Nah, see, the alarm's been triggered. I think as soon as he leaves, the alarm goes off. So that's fine. Now we just got to take out some of these guys. Alright, where did you come from, good sir? Alright, let's make sure we have armor. Alright, come back with me, good sir. Nope. Nope. More armor, huh? Alright, let's continue. Let's run straight down through here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Don't forget, we are in hard mode, so... these guys do have really good weapons. This guy should be literally right here. Where is he? Alright, he's not there. Alright, let's continue. I think we're going good. So far, so good. Let's continue all the way down here. We'll just go straight all the way through, I guess. Until we get to here. Yup. Oh, good sir. Come on. All right, now we're just going to run straight for the elevator. Uh-oh. All right, let's make sure we're good here. All right, armor. There we go. Oops, we almost died there. All right, now we should be able to just run straight over to here. And there we go. So yeah, the alarm does trigger as soon as you leave. So you can get to him stealthy, but you can't leave with him stealthy. So it is what it is. Okay, now we need to take out quite a few people here. So let's just wait here for a second until some people come towards us, just so we can clear off some of them. You can see people running towards us. There we go. That guy just took off a lot of armor pretty quickly, huh? Alright, let's put some armor back on. We have a helicopter, which we will take out as soon as he comes into our vision. We'll take him out with our railgun here. All right, we got this guy coming on the left. I'm just trying to clear out this area before I run over. There we go. You can see we're slowly taking some of these guys down. Should be another one. There we go. Now we need to take out... We'll actually use the railgun, like I say. Oops. All right, where is this guy? I hate the bloody buzzard, man. The buzzard sucks with the railgun. There we go. You know what? We're going to switch to our combat MG. Alright, we should... Our goal here is to get into this armored truck that's right here. So let's run up here. Alright. I don't know where this guard is. There he is. Alright, let's get inside our truck here. Let's just make sure that body armor... Oh, we're actually out of body armor. Alright. Cool. Didn't want it anyway. Alright, now we just need to get to our Avenger. So if we come down here, you'll see on the wall, there should be... There we go. That should have opened this. And then we should be able to just get on out of here. Excuse me, sir. Coming through. Don't mind me. Alright. That's the hardest part done. Now we just need to get to our Avenger and start taking out some helicopters and stuff. So we don't want to, like, drive off this cliff, I don't think. No, we'll just take the road. We'll be a little bit more cautious here. You know what? We'll go off here. All right. Here we go. Turn around this corner and just drive straight down to where your Avenger is. All right, we're here at the Avenger, so let's run on over. I don't think that person that's behind us is close enough to us to shoot us, but we'll see. All right, here we go. All right, we got some armor, some snacks. All right, now we just gotta wait. Come on. All right, there we go. Hostiles incoming. So go on, let me sit down now. Okay, now we can sit down. You gotta wait for all those bloody helicopters to show up on our map. Okay, this part should be fairly easy, though. You're literally just sitting in here shooting them. Okay, let's switch, because I can't really see anything from that point of view. There we go. Alright, where are you, choppers? There we go. Is that another one coming in the distance? It's a bloody jet. Hey! Where are you off to? Where the hell did that jet just go? There he is. Are you gonna hit him? That would have been too good, huh? Come on, these bloody planes, man. How's that not hitting? There we bloody go. All right, and there we go. You just gotta defend them, or fend them off, I should say, until you can get out of here. I think that should be it. I don't even think we need to kill this jet that's chasing us, but we're gonna try anyway. There we go. We actually got him. Mission passed. 49 kills, 21k. I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad, huh? All right, and here we go for our last and final 6th mission, Shock and Awe. Now, before we get into this, I should mention, you should make sure you get snacks and ammo and armor, I should say, because you're going to need it for this one. There's a lot of gunfighting going on. So anyway, did I make that hard mode? No, I didn't. I almost forgot. All right, hard mode, everything's equipped, closed. We're doing it solo. Let's jump into it. All right, mission Shock and Awe. So, for this one, we're breaking into basically the Merryweather HQ. The one down that we all hate when we have to do the, like when you have to do the, whatchamacallit, the Cayo Perico, and you gotta follow the bloody helicopter from the Merryweather HQ. Pain in the butt cheeks. No one ever does that mission. I hate it more than anything. But anyway, let's get on over there. Let's speed this part up. All right, so here we are coming on in. Now what we need to do, we're going to go into VTOL. And then let's just turn this thing around here, because we're going to use this to take out all of these people that are just chilling down around here. All right, so you're just going to take as many people as you can out with this thing. Just because it's going to make your life a little bit easier, I guess. All right, looks like we've got as many as we possibly can here. So let's go ahead and land this thing down right here. And then we're going to go in on foot. Now, the best way to do this, as I always do it, is with a sniper rifle. I don't have the thermal scope on it right now, though, so this is going to be fun. But we're going to go in with our sniper, our heavy sniper, and just make sure we can take out as many people as humanly possible. So before we even get in here. So let's have a quick little look. All right, I don't see anyone, but it is telling me to enter the Avenger. So I think this has happened to me a couple times where it doesn't, like, register your landing. So let's speed back over there real quick. And now it's saying go to the control room. I literally just had to get back in it and then get back out of it. That's frustrating, but it is what it is. All right, so we're just going to run all the way back down here. The guards, some of them are going to respawn. It's just the way that it is, I guess. Where's this guy? I see you on my map, my dude. He wasn't even looking at me. That guy was on a little vacation. He didn't even know anything was going on. All right, let's run up to the control room. So there is a few stragglers that have shown up, but it's okay. We can take those guys out too. Am I going to be able to hit this guy? Sure bloody am. All right, another guy showing up out of nowhere. Say goodbye. All right, key card. Come on.
Can you get in? Bobby, what's up with your key card, man?
All right, where's this guy? I can see you on my minimap.
Getting a signal from it. Maybe there's something jamming it. Ah, shit.
All right, so now this is where we got to take out the signal jammers, but I just want to keep my eye on this guy. It does look like he's coming up these bloody stairs. There we go. All right, first one. Boom. Oh, no. Boom, boom. Let's actually switch to our sniper just to make it a little bit easier for ourselves here. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. I hear you shooting at me. You're next. Next one. Let's go over here a little bit. Is that another bloody guy just chilling? All right, there's the other one. There's a couple more left, but I think we may be a little too high up. Oh, ow. Who the hell was that? I thought you were a goner. All right, let's just go down here a little bit so we should be able to see. There should be one. There we go. Next one. Boom. And the final one. Where are you? I can smell it. Tell you what, these guys that keep spawning up here, they've got bloody good aim. I should be able to see the last one. It should literally be right here. Why can't I see it? There it is. All right, so now that all those are done, let's go ahead and go to the control room. Let's make sure we have a gun ready here just in case. Excuse me, sir. All right, we're going to switch to our shotgun here because there's probably going to be a couple people in here. Is there not? Ow. Okay, there was a couple people. All right, push the button to disengage the cargo locks. There we go. All of that for that one little bloody boxes. You know what I mean? All right, let's get out of here and take these guys out. Get a job.
The wheel lock's just released.
The wheel lock's just released. Okay, what are you doing? What is your plan on there, my guy? Oh, sniper. Oh, shotgun. That's not going to work. All right, I can hear some boats coming. Say goodbye. Where is these guys? All right, other boats coming. There we go. Okay, now, let's take out some people. What the hell was that? Someone throw a bloody grenade at me? That hasn't happened before. All right, let's get down here a little bit. We're a bloody sitting duck up here. I'm not sure who's shooting the rockets. All right, let's take out these few guys here. All right, where are you? Wherefore art thou? Show yourselves. Can't. There he is. All right, so let's take some cover here real quick just to take out these last little stragglers. I see you down there, sir, but I can't hit you. There we go. All right, where the bloody hell's this guy? You guys just hiding? Is that what's happening? Anyone else? All right, let's put some armor on. Now, this part, you're going to make sure you have snacks and armor available because we're going to start getting shot at like crazy here. Let me just make sure we take out these final few. Is there anyone else? All right, there's supposedly a guy right here. You know what? Let's just start pushing. As soon as we start pushing, you know they're going to start shooting. He's right there. Don't you do it now. Here we go. Don't shoot. So as long as we don't get shot here, we're going to wait behind this one and then we'll... Alright, so let's get off this. So let's take out these helicopters right away because they're going to be dropping troops. We don't need any more people than there already is, you know what I mean? Where the bloody hell is he? Are they going to be all the way up here? Oh, bit of overkill. They're bloody coming down already, those little buggers. Okay, we need to get a little bit further forward. Let's get to pushing. This is why it'd be better with multiple people. Let's actually stop pushing. It takes so long to stop pushing, too. There is people behind us, but they don't seem to be doing anything. And these guys just keep respawning. So, alright, we can see the helicopter now, so let's go ahead and take him out. Alright, let's continue pushing. We gotta push this thing all the way to the Avenger, keep in mind. So it is quite the push. Like I say, if you're doing this with one other person, you'll be in much better ways than we are right now, but it's okay. We're almost there. Okay, let's let go here. Ooh. It takes so long to let go. It's quite frustrating. Alright, there's another helicopter coming, so we're just going to take him out before he drops more people down, because the people that he's dropping are the ones that are annoying us right now. Alright, let's continue. Or not. Can you stop spawning up there? It just don't stop. Alright, there's going to be a guy behind these cargo things, so we're just going to have to wait. And then as soon as we get close, probably here, let's get off. Because it takes a while for you to get off this thing. There we go. He's gone. Get back on. Get pushing. Where you going? You're going the wrong way. Alright, there is people spawning behind us. Hopefully they don't start shooting. We're just going to continue on. Alright, let's get off right now. Let's actually duck for cover, please. Come on, pop your head up. Do it again. Dare ya. You know what? We're going to use sniper. See your... Come on, pop your little head up again. Do it one more. I mean... Alright, and you with your little feet. I can't shoot your feet, huh? You're lucky. Oh, God. I just hit push wagon. It takes too long to get off the wagon, by the way. That should definitely not take this long, but it is what it is. Alright, we're almost there. The whole point in this is... Oh, God, never mind. There's a guy literally chilling right there looking at me. You gonna shoot at him? And now someone's spawning behind. Yeah, the whole annoying thing about this is even when you kill everyone, like, around here, they just keep spawning. So you kill people, then they respawn, then you kill people, then they respawn. So you just gotta make sure you get off. And it takes a while to get off, to let go of this cargo. So it's quite frustrating. You know what? We're gonna get off here again, because it takes a while. Switch to this. Alright, switch to this. Let's make sure we're full here. Who's shooting at me now from down here? Hey? See what I mean? Invisible people, man. They just keep spawning. But anyway, let's continue pushing. Alright, we delivered it. Alright, am I driving this time? Alright, so now we just need to go to Fort Zancudo. So let's get out of here real quick, just like so. You know what? I will take you out because you're annoying. You know, we're just a little too close to you. You're lucky. Alright, let's spin these things around and get out of here. So we do have a lot of helicopters chasing us, and we do also have, you can hear the lock-on when you're flying over here. But as long as you, like, just maneuver to make sure they don't hit you, you should be fine. All right, and just like that, we are here at Fort Zancudo. Now all we need to do is land. All right, and just like that, we're down. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's as if what they're doing with this DLC is it's like a farewell to GTA 5 online. You know what I mean? Getting ready for GTA 6. Of course, the money's awful. But it's a farewell. It's like it's come full circle, right? We have the Merryweather working with the government. And now here we are towards the end here working with the government. We've become the top dogs of GTA 5 online. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for all of these. Charlie, excuse me, sir, I'm on the phone if you don't mind. So that is the first 5 missions of GTA 5 Online San Andreas Mercenaries. There's going to be more. I can put all the money on that. Throughout this summer, there's going to be way more updates. I'm going to have a video out tomorrow going over some of the contracts and where all the bonuses are for those. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on so YouTube knows when I upload them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye.